Finna feel me again. Roll me a bone. Step into the roof. Now you in the zone. Chill up on the hill. See what's going on.
Hello, everyone. We are here on another beautiful Saturday. I am your girl, Liza, better known as Miss Consistency at this point because I remain consistent, and that is my number one goal. But you are listening to the Woo 508 on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM. I'm going to say New England's neighborhood connection. And we have a very special guest today, guys. I want you to sit tight. Before we get into that, before I introduce him, I want you guys to check out the number 5 song. Now, this song is from a hometown favorite, our boy, Trill Manny. Shout out to Trill Manny. He's doing big things out there. Just got recently signed. And this is his song, My Girl.
True man, supposed to be my girl. How you treat me lately? And I know I'm not your world. Oh no. And I know you're not.
And we are back. And that was our number 5 song, My Girl by Trill Manny. Again, shout out to Trill Manny, Woo 508 family. We love you and we are so proud of you. Guys, I am back here and I'm so excited. I could hardly sit still in my seat because we have a very special guest that we have been longing to get here on the Woo 508. And I'm actually going to allow him to introduce himself.
What's up, everyone? Thank you for having me. I'm Vas. I'm a club promoter and artist. I'm originally from Albania.
Wow.
I moved to the US about to be like 6 years from now. So I also have my clothing brands, VasBaby Collections. And I do a lot of shows basically like in the New England area, mostly Boston, Rhode Island, Providence. So I just bring a lot of artists out, like mostly hip-hop shows.
Okay.
So, and I do music as well. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, vast. So you have a vast variety of things that you do, and we love that. And welcome, like I said, and I was telling you behind the scenes, we're just so excited and happy to have you here. What we do is we love, the Woo 508 loves to celebrate people and give them their flowers right from the jump. Like we see you out here, we see you moving, we see you doing things, we see you representing New England in the best light. So let me just start off by asking and giving people a little bit of background. You said you're from Albania. What brought you here to this New England area, or the America, should I say?
So when I was back home, I was like 19. I'm 25 now. So when I was over there, it's like basically everybody that, I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people over there is like everybody want to be like the American dream. Everybody want to come to the America one day. So that was me as well. And I had a lot of cousins over here in Massachusetts specifically.
Oh, okay. So you had family.
Yeah, so my aunt did the whole process for the papers for me and my family. So it took a long time, but we finally got here.
Nice.
So, I mean, like I said, I always wanted to be in the US, but Massachusetts specifically because I already had my cousins, so that would be easier than moving somewhere else.
So let me ask fast, what was your first experience when you first stepped foot into this Massachusetts area? What was it like for you? Was it really different from Albania?
Yeah, it was pretty different because I mean I was young too, so it was just I just finished high school, so when I got here it was a couple like obstacles like the language barrier and stuff, but I just like the language was first, and then I had to like deal with the moving with your family in a new place, new people and stuff. So
what was it like meeting friends and making friends outside of your culture when you got here?
So that was in the first year. It was definitely hard because I didn't know anybody beside my cousins and my stuff, but they don't really have to do anything with what I'm doing with the nightlife, or like, they're not even into all of that. So when I came here, like back home, I used to sell tickets for like different clubs. Even when I was in high school, that's how I started back home. And then I still wanted to do that when I came out here. So when I came here, I just saw a little bit how was everything going. I started to just pulling up to different like showcases. I used to hit up every promoter to just be there, just show my face, just meet local artists in the shows opening up, or just general people there.
So let me get this straight. That's actually really interesting to me. So you come here, right, not really knowing the language too well, not really knowing too many people, but you came here with already the background in nightlife, entertainment, right? And so you wanted to continue that. And when you got here, you actually started by promoting yourself, essentially, right? Connecting with people. Were you afraid that maybe they would just say, like, who is this person just hitting me up for whatever?
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a part. But I mean, even when I got here, a lot of things that was changing from back home, because back home, like I said, I used to promote since high school, but over here, a lot of clubs are 21 plus, and I was only 19. So I had to go to like 18 plus events. I had to network with the promoters. I had a little bit of following from back home because I was, still doing events over there. But yeah, like when I came here, it was definitely a lot of people would even give me a chance or like even respond back, because I didn't really, like, they never seen me anywhere.
Yeah, that's interesting. Who was the first person, or can you remember the first person that actually took you serious and actually kind of helped you to get your foot in this nightlife out here?
So I wouldn't say like specifically one person. It was just, I would just hit up different promoters. Like, shout out Sam. I don't know if you guys heard of Sam. I used to just sell tickets for his event, and then I'll just meet people at his event. Then that they had their own events, so I'll go to other people's events. It was just every month I would just go to different events, just selling tickets, making $5 per ticket sold or whatever they'll give me. But it wasn't really even about the money. It was just about building my brand in the beginning. Yeah, so.
I like that, and I think that's what a lot of people may not understand, is sometimes it's not necessarily about the money, but the experience and the connections and the networks you're making. So how did we come to where we are here, where you're actually throwing these major events and connecting with artists and bringing artists to this area to perform?
So, like, I was going to different shows, different showcases, just building my brands, every month, connecting with people. And then when I came to a realization that I had already had like my own network, I was like, I'm gonna just start my own events instead of working for other people. So I did my first event. It went really well. I had Ron Suno. That's a drill rapper from New York.
Wow.
And we just made it happen, and then it went well. So that's when I kept going with the shows.
Now, what was the process like of getting that artist to come and perform?
So basically, the process is just you go through the management team. I had to learn, like I said, from just going to these shows and connect with the promoters. So basically, you reach out to their team, manager, and then you just book the venue, you schedule, you send the contract out because everything gotta be in papers.
In paper, yeah.
And then you just book the venue, you book the dates, you book a DJ, put the flyer out, and you just gotta send it to everybody.
Everyone.
My first, even right now, like, I just send the flyer to everybody. I have a lot of people hosting just to get the word out there, because it's not that easy. It might look easy, but it's not that easy.
That's what I was gonna say. So the way you're talking and explaining it, listeners may think, okay, that seems so easy, I'm gonna try and do that. But I don't think it's as easy as you're making it seem, right? Because there's a lot of work, a lot of time and energy involved, and especially if you have a job outside of what you're doing as well. So when we come back, we're going to actually get into the number 4 song. But when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more of how financially draining that could be at times. Okay. So let's get into our number 4 song. This is actually, guys, 2 artists out of Boston. They go by the name of D Generals. This is Twins Fiji.
We love you back.
When I say, I just want to numb this pain, don't like this feeling when I'm sober.
Was the number 4 song, The Generals, Twins Fiji. Now, guys, those are 2 brothers out of Boston. They go by the name of King Looney and Kind Dub. And they're actually part of the King Ace crew. So shout out to them. We love that. Now, we are back with our special guest. I'm your girl, Liza, and you're listening to the Woo 508 on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, New England's Community Connection. Now, back with our guest. So, Vas, we were talking about how you initially started promoting and reaching out to management of different artists and things like that. How was it financially for you to invest into this A&R stuff and promoting parties and what you want to do?
So in the beginning was, obviously hard, but so like specifically when you book these shows, like let's say if it's a small show, a big show, you always have to put like half of the amount up front, like a deposit. So after I do that, I just try to make the back end because I still have to give them the rest of the money. So, and we just keep pushing hard. But in the beginning, like I was just I was in school actually here too, at Bentley for accounting. So I had an accounting internship. So I was using that money that I was getting from my accounting internship towards my shows. Okay. So then once the shows start doing good, then I would just using the money from this show to the next show to the next show.
Yeah, so. I like it. And so you have an accounting background, so you know money and you know how to manage it.
I got a degree in finance. So.
That's important. That's very important. So I like that. So I don't even need to ask you more about the finances. It seems as if you have a good handle on it and you actually know what you're doing. How is it for you? How do you decide on what artists to reach out to, what artists to bring to this area?
So for the last maybe 2 years, a lot of people wanted me to bring just drill artists from New York, mostly drill.
They're big right
love
now.
The drill.
Yeah.
So I usually have been getting those type of artists from New York, but I'll be getting like whatever is hot at the moment or whatever makes sense. If I get like a good price or a good deal, or if it's somebody in town, and then I get like an after party for a better deal. So I personally like mostly like club music, so like club artists. But I usually go with whatever people like, or like I said, if it's a good deal for me, then I'll book the artist.
Can you tell the listeners some of the artists that you've brought out to do events within this area?
So I brought Babyface, not even on that, but I brought like so many artists. Babyface Ray.
Wow.
Recently we had Skrilla. He's upcoming. He's from PA.
It's big.
I've worked for Thee Stallion.
Wow.
Like I opened up for Gucci Mane last year. Soulja Boy. Lil Mitch. We just had Braden from Power last night.
I saw that. Yeah. So nice.
Now we got Jay Krish today at Big Night. And we got Herbo coming up.
Nice.
And I've done I can name a lot of artists.
Wow. So listeners, he's doing big things out here.
I usually try to do like two, 3 shows every month.
Really? Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, Vas, do you have a team of people that you work with to help you put all of this together?
So it's mostly like what I consider the team is people that I'm like really close with, like me, my boy Dilly, he's a photographer.
Shout out Dilly.
My boy Jace, or like the people that work at my events, like at the door, or the people that I put like to be on the mic. But then, like I said, it's usually like people that always support me, that I always reach out to. So it's like so many that always supporting my events, always sharing my flyers.
What would you say, especially for the listeners, and I can imagine a lot of people who are interested in this type of work and want to get into the industry doing this type of stuff, what would you say is the most difficult thing for anyone who's even interested in doing this?
The most difficult is, just taking the risk. If you think you have that many people that would actually like your event instead of just the artist, because like I said, it's not, people will think that you just put a flyer out, let's say have this artist out, but it's not that easy. And especially in this economy, nobody want to pay $50, $60 to see like an artist in the club, because most of my events are at the club. So but the most difficult part, I say like even people that want to invest on these shows with me, they usually be like, yo, let's work, let's do this, let's do that, and I tell them straight up because I don't want them to lose their money.
Yeah.
And it's like it's not about the money. Like, do you have like
The
at least some
following?
connections that you can bring? Because the money, like, okay, like we can put the money, but then you just wait there to get your money back. It just gotta be both of us working. It can just be so. It just the connections, definitely. If you don't have the connections, you gotta build those connections first, and then.
Okay. Would you say that people kind of need the passion for it?
Yeah,
because
definitely.
I can imagine it could be draining. It's a nightlife. You're probably up all night. When do you ever get to really sleep?
Yes, I mean the passion definitely, and I'm not gonna lie, definitely the financials too. If you're trying to do a big show, you definitely has a big part. But I mean, for me, it was like I like the clubs. Like I said, I was back home in high school, like doing events with my teachers at the school, and selling tickets for other clubs. So like I've always liked being in the club.
So it was easy for you.
It's the passion is there. So I feel like if you like what you're doing, that is like easier than if you're just there to for the money.
Yeah.
So.
Now, where else has this taken you? Because I noticed that you have connections to like record labels and things like that. How did that come about, and what is it that you're doing with artists there?
So doing the events definitely got me into music because I was always like in the studio with different artists. So I started doing music myself, and then like I was doing the events, and we usually have a lot of people that be in town. And they see like the popping events, and they want to pop out. So that's how I meet like a lot of like A&Rs, or like people that are like higher up in the labels. And then we did one show maybe like 6-7 months ago. That was like a showcase for artists like in Providence.
Okay.
And we had like an A&R come from the label, and we gave the winner a free meeting with the label.
Wow.
And that's how I met with them. And now I'm like mostly like doing work for them, like bringing artists over there.
I think we did see mentions of that too. And was it Novian?
Yes. Novian.
Okay, good.
We
Shout out
actually did
Novian,
2 shows.
right?
Novian was one winner, and then the other girl was Lex.
Oh yeah, shout out Lex.
J Lex. So
Nice.
we brought those 2 artists in at Landing and Warner.
Wow. So I can imagine having that type of connection and having people from the labels come out to some of your events. They probably have a certain respect for you, right? So they can probably see that you have some sort of sense of good talent.
Yeah. I'd hope so. That's why I try to build a good relationship with them, and and that's why it's still going. Like I've brought maybe like 6 artists so far, and like I've only like been working with them for like 3 months now.
Wow.
So especially Atlantic Records. So
that's key. We like that. Okay, Vas, hold that. We're going to get back into it because when we hear Atlantic Records, our ears open up. Let's get into the number 3 song. It's La Jefa by Kelinda. Let's go.
You said I was a shooter, nah. I'm the one who cut the shots up in the house. It's me.
Are you back, cameraman? And we are back. And that was artist out of Brockton, right? Raised in Brockton. La Jefa. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. And the artist name is Kelinda. Shout out to her. Music was amazing and beautiful. Hopefully we'll have her on the show soon enough. But we are back. This is the Woo 508. I am your girl Liza, Miss Consistency. And we are here with our special guest, Vas, who is, I want to call him A&R extraordinaire, club promoter. He is the man that you need to know. He is and also, you did mention you have a clothing line.
yes, this is my clothing line too.
Nice.
This was like my first drop.
I love it.
So it's VasBaby Collections. I call it VasBaby because I just go by VasBaby. So
And it is your
we
baby.
we got like 6 drops. So
Really?
it's going really good. So we just keep going.
So-
It's my first year doing the
So what made
merch.
you want to get into clothing, Vas? From nightlife, entertainment, promoting, and
So
now.
it was also my boy's idea. Shout out Hybrid Collections.
Okay.
He's actually from Worcester.
Really?
Yeah, shout out VasBaby
Worcester.
Collections. So he was
Nice.
always pulling up to my events. He's an artist too,
Okay.
Getty. He's an artist, so he had his own clothing brand, and he was always pulling up to my events, bringing him his merch. And then he had his idea. He was like, "You should do your own merch and sell it at all the shows because
Nice.
there are people that actually support me." So that's what we did. So we just collabed, and then we just kept going, drop after
Nice.
drop. So we just sell them online as well, but mostly at the shows. That's where they usually sell.
So is it just the T-shirts?
No, we got T-shirts, we got sweatpants, we got sets, we got shorts,
Nice.
we got.
Where can people go if they want to purchase, if they can't make it to a show, but they still want to support the clothing?
So you can go hybridcollections.com or VasBabyCollections.com, and
Okay.
then you can. We have sweats, T-shirts, sets, shorts, beach vibes too.
I
So
love it. Things for the ladies as well?
yeah, we
Perfect.
got everything.
Perfect. So, okay, so now you're doing the A&R stuff, you're party promoting, your clothing brands. Is there anything else that you do?
Right now, I think I'm good right now. I'm gonna just
Focusing on
keep
those.
doing the events mostly, and I gotta drop new music as well. I haven't dropped since last year because I've mostly focused on the events.
Okay, so tell us about your music.
So I do mostly club music just because I'm mostly in the clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people don't understand it because I have an accent as well. So, but I like doing mostly club music. I'm not into like hardcore rap or
Yeah.
bar. I'm not a lyricist. I'm nothing crazy. I just like fun music for the club. So
I think I'm the same, but I think also as a promoter, it's good to enjoy all types of music too, and not just
yeah,
one
I just
specific.
feel like it just helps my brand.
Yeah.
I know a lot of DJs, so I just play my songs in the club or
So how different are you as an artist and your everyday promoting A&R stuff? Are you the same as an A&R to yourself as you are to your other artists?
Yeah, well, when it comes to the music, I usually go for I like a catchy hook. That's what I usually focus on.
Okay.
And then I'll ask my engineer, my people, see what they think. But like I said, over here, a lot of artists do like the straight rap, straight hardcore rap. So my music is a little different. So a lot of people, even my people, might not understand it sometimes.
Yeah.
But they still support me. They still you should do it. That's different. That's club music.
Yeah, I like
so.
it. And I think in terms of music is versatile, right? So even people who you think may not understand or be into it would probably be into it. So I would definitely say keep going with that. What is the process like for you when you're like creating your club music?
So I'll definitely listen to like a couple beats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very specific with the beat. Like it gotta be bouncy. It gotta be like
That club
if I
banger?
hear it on the club, it gotta be crazy. And then from there I go with like a catchy hook. That's what I'm mostly focused on.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lyrics, like I pay attention to it, but I just usually go for like catchy vibes. I don't really pay too much attention to like hardcore like punchlines or raps and stuff like that.
So you like fun music?
Yeah, fun
Nice.
music. I just do it mostly to build, my name.
Yeah.
Even if it's like, positive feedback, negative feedback, it
Yeah.
still builds my name.
I like it.
For the events, mostly for people to, check them out.
Where can people go to listen to your music?
Everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music, at Vasjan, VASJAN, YouTube, on all platforms.
Nice. So, Vas, what do you have coming up in the future? I know you do have an event coming soon, right?
Yeah, tonight we got Jay Creech, a big night. Then next week we got...
Yeah. Big.
Y'all gotta pop out. It's all
Yes,
free.
yes.
And then next week we got OGZ and 310 Baby.
Okay.
They're West Coast rappers. And then the 30th we got G Herbo at the Strand.
That's so exciting. Now, I did notice, too, recently in promoting for these upcoming events, sometimes you are looking for opening acts, correct?
Yes.
How do people reach out to you to actually become an opening act if there is an opportunity for them? And what is it that you look for in those particular artists to give them that opportunity?
So depending on the events, some events, if it's like really big shows, then I usually try the opening acts is either they can sell tickets or they can pay for the slot, because a lot of artists they are honest with themselves. They might say I cannot sell 20, 30 tickets, so they rather pay the fee than sell the 20 tickets, because then they cannot sell it, and then I don't want to have to take you off the lineup, you know. So it's either they pay for the slot or they sell tickets, and then if it's like showcases or like smaller events, then they just perform for free. Or like I said, the events that we do with the labels and stuff, they perform for free, and they just I feel like it's a good vibe for for everybody.
I think it's actually an amazing opportunity for someone. So my question is, how do you vet? Because I can imagine there are so many people who would love this opportunity. How do you vet who you grant this opportunity to? Because you kind of do want to focus on whether they can sell the tickets or not. Can they perform, right? Do they have good music? All of that stuff.
So when it's like bigger events, like the artists, beside that, they might sell tickets or they might have to pay. We usually send the artist to the main artist manager, and then he checks out their music. He sees if he lines up with, let's say, whatever, Herbo or somebody. If they like their image, they go on their IG page. If they like what they represent, then
so I think
like 80% of the times, like they are there is no problem.
Okay, good.
Because they're not even from out here. They just they just want to make sure that there is no problems with the show if we put this artist to open up for. But if it's like smaller events, then to be honest, when it's the free events, it's like a lot of requests. So I just go for like whoever comes first, and then I just look in that show, and then if they hit me up after, then I just tell them like, next show I got you. But
I love the fact that you do that, Vas. Again, I'm so impressed with the fact that you are giving so many opportunities to so many different people outside of yourself, because you do the music yourself, you can A&R yourself, you can make these connections and network yourself, but you're allowing others the opportunity who may not be able to do it for themselves. And I think that's really important to highlight, the selflessness that you give out. And so, again, where can people find you, follow you, if they want to connect with you, reach out to you, or maybe just, support you?
Everybody can follow me on Instagram. That's where I post mostly like all my events, all my music, everything's at VasjanZisi. And then my music everywhere, all platforms at Vasjan. And then, tap in on my page. We got all the events coming up, and you can buy tickets for the events, listen to the music, check out all the artists I put on my page. Because I also do a lot of promotions as well for the locals.
Perfect. So make sure you guys tap in, and don't worry, Vas is not going anywhere. We are going to come back with our guest, but let's get into the number 2 song by Cash Ave Mundo, and it's Hidden. Let's go.
I know. Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna know.
They lie on they dead like nobody knows. They lying on apps like nobody knows. They lie on they friends like nobody knows. But is hoes and everyone knows. They lie on they dead like nobody.
And we are back. Welcome back, guys. You are listening to the Woo 508 on Unity Radio 97.9 FM. New England's Neighborhood Connection, and I am your girl Liza, and we are back. But before that, we just came back from our number 2 song, which was Cash Ave Mundo, Hidden. And Cash Ave is from South End, Boston, so shout out to him. Hopefully we'll have him on the show one day soon. But we are back with our special guest, Vas, and Vas is telling us all the vast things he does with his career. And again, I was giving him his flowers because I just think it's amazing the things that he's doing for New England, for the artists out here, party promoting, his networking, connecting. But Vas, in this last segment, I definitely, and I have to ask you, I saw you sitting at, was it the Grammys?
Yeah.
Now tell us what that was like.
So I just became a member of the Grammys last year. So basically, I became a member because I had 2 recommendations. That's how it goes. So if you have 2 recommendations, which I got from different managers of artists.
Okay, so you get the recommendations through managers or people already part of the Grammy committee?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
And now basically can like put my vote when with the nominations are out,
Wow.
or you can like submit songs.
Wow.
Which I already did a couple of songs from
Really?
from Mass, including myself and Exit Fame. We got a song that I already submitted.
Shout out Exit Fame. Big fans of Exit Fame. He's doing really big things. We are so proud of him. Shout out to his 5-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Salute to him. We love what he's doing out here.
We got a song together. We dropped it last year, so I submitted that. So hopefully, all the Grammy
We
members,
have our fingers crossed. Do I need to vote? Because I
Vote.
could put my vote in. That's like Grammys. Listen up. They need that. Okay.
But yeah, so my first time it was not my first time was last year. Before I was a member, I went from my boy that was nominated. He's
Okay.
from LA, Sketch. So I went with him, and then that was my first time as just being there. And then this year I went as a member. So
Wow.
it was definitely.
So, what is that experience like? You're around all of the industry people, especially the ones that are at the top, right? The ones making the decisions, giving out these awards. What is that feeling like? And did you feel like pressure? Did you feel nervous? Were you anxious to be around all these people?
Last year I was just there like a +1, so it was a little different. But like this year, it was better since I had already been there before. But as far as I definitely get like not starstruck, but I definitely get impressed when I see like different like big names.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely dope just being there, just seeing all those big names performing, and just walking the carpet, just
I
just little interaction, just going by you and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
like rubbing elbows, and you're
but
like,
you never
okay.
want to be like too like like faint out or just
Yeah,
be,
no.
like, because then they're gonna be like, oh, you gotta
Who's
go.
this? Yeah. So you keep it cool, but you're
Yeah.
there, and so you're absorbing, you're watching, you're listening, gathering information.
I'm just mostly there to like network with like other like people that work for those artists. Like
Yeah.
I met some producers, I met some engineers, I met some managers that had like underground artists, and we all in the same room, so they all got stuff going on for themselves.
I love
so.
that. I just love the networking. I love the connections that you're building. Vas, how far do you want to take this? Like, what is your ultimate goal?
So as far as right now, I was just thinking, I really want to have my own nightclub,
Nice.
so I can do my own events there, either if it's in Massachusetts or Rhode Island, and then I don't really have like a long plan. I just want to keep growing my name, and you just never know what comes my way,
Exactly.
and go from there. But
I like
definitely
that.
the events gonna keep them going, and then hopefully those take me to like a bigger place.
Yeah, like I would love to see you do like major festivals. Like I think this area definitely needs something that's more like a yearly thing that we can get people from all over to come out and support, where we could throw a bunch of artists out there to get that shine. Like I'm talking like 20, 30 artists, a 3-night event, you know what I mean? But I see a lot of things coming your way, and I'm definitely, like I said, super proud that you are from this area and you're doing these big things and giving opportunities to people. Are there any other artists that you might want to highlight or that you're working with outside of Exit Fame? Anyone else that you see on the come up that you think should deserve recognition?
I want to highlight everybody that I've worked with
Perfect.
for the last year. Like everybody I have a song with, specifically like like you said, Exit Fame, Wave Capone, King Briggs. I got a song, Take a Shot, with 4 really dope female artists from out here, like Shay Baines, Gabbana,
Love Shay.
Lord Jew, and Big Sosa.
Love
We
it.
all on the same song. Troy White Diesel, Free White Diesel as well.
Nice.
And I got like all these artists, and also Legend Flow. He's a Spanish artist.
Wow.
I'm on his song. He has a Spanish song. So
I love the
and
versatility.
then everybody that's on my events, everybody opening up, everybody that just always shows me love. Like I have other artists from out of the state too. That
Nice.
like Koskis, they from Maine, or like Who else? I got so many. I don't even. Doesn't come to my name.
Yeah,
to my
shout out
mind
to
right now,
all
but I
of
have
those
so many.
artists, and shout out to anyone that Vas may have missed. Like, it's hard to remember everyone, but I'm pretty sure if you have been a part of his life and helped him along the way, shout out to you too.
Yeah.
So proud. I'm super, super impressed, Vas, and I know I keep saying that, but I'm just so amazed at the work that you've put in, being in this country in this short amount of time, and how far you've grown and how far you've gotten, and the connections that you've built over this time. So continue putting in that work, continue moving, continue doing everything that you're doing, continue supporting the artists from out here, and shout out to the artists that you just mentioned too, especially the ladies, because sometimes the ladies don't really get their shine. So shout out to Shay Bands. We love her. She's been a guest on the show. She's definitely family. Shout out Lord Jew. We're looking to have her soon, hopefully. And the last artist.
Gabbana and
Yeah.
Big Sosa.
Shout out to you ladies for doing your thing too in this male-dominated arena. So I'm so excited that you got the opportunity to let people know what it is you do. And listeners, definitely make sure you tap in with Vas, follow him, find out when he's having his events, make sure you come out and support, check out the clothing line, all of that good stuff, because he's going to be doing major things in the future, and I need you there to support him. And let's get into our number one song, which is King Ace, the Wu 508 family, of course, Freezing. Woo!
I've been fighting with my demons. I know. Cornmeal. Fighting with my demons. Look, I'ma hustle through the sea.
And we are back. That was our number one song, Freezing by King Ace. Shout out King Ace. And Vas also said he has a song with King Ace as well,
Yeah,
correct?
shout out King Ace. We got a song coming. We just gotta show the visuals. So shout out
Nice.
King Ace. He has done a couple of my events as well.
Wow.
So,
He's
shout out to
doing
him.
big things out there. He has a new drop with Millie, so shout out to him. And we're going to get out of here, guys. But before we do, we're just going to let Vas again tell you where you can find him, where you can follow him, where you can reach out to him, where you can support him, and where you can purchase that clothing.
So everybody tap in on my Instagram, VasJanZisi. And then everybody can stream my music on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, at VasJan. And the music videos are on YouTube as well. And thank you for giving me my flowers. I was telling that you all need your flowers because there is not a lot of local radio stations that really put on for their artists. So.
Thank you, Vas. We appreciate that. And we appreciate you. Thank
And
you
I
for
wasn't
coming
even
out.
in tune with this radio station, so now like every local artist needs to really tap in with this radio station.
Thank you, Vas. You heard it from the man himself. Tap in. Where you been? 97.9. Woo! We're out.
Crazy.